Our next storyteller is currently stage managing the production Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind at Slipstream Theater Initiative through the month of April. Check them out on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. And please welcome Jim Rimmel.
Hello, everyone. Here goes. I was a really sad kid. One of my most vivid memories. I think he's laughing because I'm still kind of sad. One of my most vivid memories was sitting on the couch as a young child, probably 9 years old, crying to my mom about not having any friends. I was a really smart kid. I was labeled talented and gifted. So I had good grades, but I had like no social life outside of school. And I was funny, and I could make people laugh in class, but beyond that, like there was no connection. Like I was just lonely. I had a sister who was a year and a half younger than me, but she was properly annoyed because I was like sensitive, and she was like, leave me alone, get away from me, stop hugging me, good night, this is weird. So I kind of set on like this mission, like my mom, we're gonna get you, plays and blah, blah, blah. So like middle school rolls around, and I've got a couple friends who I see, I'll go to their house every once in a great while or something like that. I've got a good friend who lives a couple doors down from me, who's 3 years older. And he starts taking me to high school football games. And so I'm initiated to this like amazing social scene, like at a very young age. And I am like overwhelmed with like just the camaraderie and the whole just spectacle of it. Like everybody from all these different like I don't even know, socioeconomic backgrounds, different like places, they all get together and it's fun and there's all this like excitement and people killing each other on the football field and it's awesome. And I become like weirdly enamored. My little 12-year-old mind is like how do I get to be a part of this? Like, so I started asking my buddy when we're at these games, like, what do I do when I'm here to like be one of these people who's like having all this fun? Like, what sport do I play to like get the girls and stuff like that? And he's like, you're weird, soccer or something. Like, just calm down. And so like I formulate this like loose plan. Like, I'm gonna be cool. Like that's my intention. Like I'm gonna be popular. Like that's what I have to do because I've been so freaking lonely and weird. So like I'm watching, like I started binge watching before binge watching was a thing. Like I would take in hours of E-Entertainment TV's Wild On with Jules Asner, which was just like, I'm like this is what I want. Like I'm gonna jet set high school or something. And like an MTV Spring Break. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna like be muscular and not wear shirts and hook up all the time. Sure. So and I start like I have this full on like I start getting into fashion. Like I'm gelling my hair and forcing into these contortions that I can't like naturally meet and shopping like cool clearance racks like American Eagle and Abercrombie and stuff. Like this is my plan. This is what I think that I'm doing to be like this cool popular kid. And I start really getting concerned also with like who I'm hanging out with. So I joined the football team and I'm somehow a starting receiver on our freshman football team because all of the excellent players have been plucked for like JV and varsity, so I'm like the kid who's left. Like, yeah, we'll put that scrawny guy out there. And then one day, like, I get invited by one of these kids who's a fellow 14-year-old of known popularity, who's like, hey, if you want, we're getting together, we're gonna have some drinks this weekend. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, cool. Like this is kind of like one of the things I've been building up to. Now, I was always a kid when I was younger who said, I won't drink. Like this is not, it seems unhealthy, it seems stupid. But this time I've gained the right amount of like cool apathy to where I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So we do the coolest thing that I've done to that point. And we, me and two other guys, 14, we get together in a basement with a fifth. So cool. And we start drinking. I take a shot. It's weird. It warms me. I I've never done a shot before this. A little while later, I do another one. Now, this guy, a little more seasoned, he just pours himself a mixed drink and he's sipping it. We down this fifth. I've done a bunch of shots, and I have this amazing sense of euphoria that I've never experienced. I was a tightly wound, apparently, I was a little kid who was kind of pushed into being an adult, kind of at too young of an age, just really tightly boxed up. And so for the first time, I was just unleashed, yes, I was free. I could say anything, bouncing around the basement like an idiot, and initiating piggyback rides, and and this is this. I'm yes, this is awesome. And so in school the next day, yes, this is what I'm gonna I found my thing. This is what I want. I'm cool now. A few weeks later, we end up getting together again. This time it's 4 or 5 of us, and we've got 4/5 of alcohol. And we are, one of these guys has a brilliant idea. Hey, let's do lines of shots, where we line up shot glasses, and we just start pounding them. We down those things. And we each do a line, and then a couple more of us do another line, and then I think I did another line, and then I think I did another line, and then I couldn't stand. And this is amazing, right? At this point I have to have somebody call my dad, because I've not informed him that I'm going to stay the night at this guy's house, and through some, amazing dad magic, he figures out there's something wrong here. So he shows up to pick me up after I've already picked up dinner, and I'm not really moving on the bathroom floor. I wobbled out to the car somehow, and we had a very quiet ride home, and I ended up grounded, but I was persistent, and I'm not going to give this up. This is me, my sole goal. And so from then on, it's just any chance that I can, we're going to drink. When are we drinking, guys? Who's going away? We are finding any excuse, anytime that we can. By, I don't know, 15 sophomore year, I've got this new goal. I've met some guys who are a little bit older now, who are in college already, and they have well, that was quick. One of the guys he's a very cool drinker. He has this weird ability to take a full bottle of liquor and drink it like a shot. And I decided, hey, I'm going to learn how to do that, because that's cool. And so I was initiated into the consistent blackout from drinking so much alcohol so quickly that you no longer have any kind of ability to function. This became what I was known for. I gained nicknames from my friends Nick Cage, after his character in Leaving Las Vegas. And Jimmy Lamone, which was after Bacardi Lamone. I was known to be kind of angry and hostile. I was awesome. I was getting pulled over in Taco Bell parking lots, and somehow I was seasoned enough to where I'd be able to talk my way out of it. Probably a little bit of white privilege there too, but high school year, senior year, I won Party Animal in our high school model election. And I immediately realized, I had reached a point where I started telling people, I think there's something wrong here. One of my outlooks was, ironic would be if I got in a car accident and the other person died drunk and I was sober. This is an 18-year-old kid. I realized at that point, around that time, I need to change some things. I don't think I'm cool. I'm a drunk. And to sum the rest of it up, it took another, 7 years to get a hold of the habit. My 25th birthday, right after starting therapy with depression, because apparently when you come out of a long series of being drunk, or a long period of time of being drunk, and you start processing emotions, it becomes very difficult. And I took antidepressants for the first time on my 25th birthday, and then proceeded to go out and get very hammered, and ruin a relationship with somebody who I'd known my whole life. And the next morning, I walked out of my bedroom, And I was living with my dad at the time, and I said, I think I've got a drinking problem. And he went, all right. And that was about the only bit of input or intervention that I'd ever had from anybody. And somehow from that point, figured it out. Don't drink anymore. But that's, when a teenager thinks he's cool, sometimes he's not really aware of what he actually is.